Don't crucify me. I know every time I get on camera, a nail or two is missing, and now we're down to like 9. This one won't budge. Like, I've tried to take it out because I know it looks embarrassing and weird, but like, it just hurts. Like, I'm just gonna give it some time, maybe a couple more days, and then I'll just rip it off. Why waste the money when I got teeth? Okay. I love me in brown. It just goes well, does its thing, okay? Y'all know I don't do matte like that, but I just decided to do a little brown lippy, you know, give a little hot chocolate vibes. I like lighter colors on me, but sometimes when I want to do a little something, I do without glam, and I'm really living. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Geneva K, and today we're gonna be talking about preferences. Okay, the term preferences and how people use them in, I think, the wrong way, the wrong context, the wrong situation, and also picky people and what they have to offer, because the offer is not offering, okay? It doesn't always give. Let's get started into the video. I cannot stand Yana. People, or in particularly when men say they have a preference and this is my preference and preference. Girl, dead it, because I'm done. I'm D-O-N-E, Dion, okay? Because guys don't know how to use the term preference. Like, let me tell you something. Skin color cannot be a preference. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Call the cops, sue me. Skin color cannot be a preference, because I don't understand how you can prefer to have someone's skin lighter because that's supposedly what you like. But the thing is, the people who say that are usually darker than charcoal. So it's like, if you're a dark-skinned man and you're praising these girls with light skin and you want a light-skinned baddie, like, why? It's giving self-hate and borderline colorism, because it's like, why do you prefer the skin to be lighter? Do you want your skin to be lighter? Because usually that's not the case. Usually they just want their woman to just be trophy, and they think the only way they can achieve that is if the skin is lighter, if their woman's skin is lighter, and this and that. It's like, girl, I just don't understand how skin color can be added to the topic of preference. Like, guys go overboard with it. Like, they not only have a preference, but they put down other women who don't fit in that criteria. Are you following me? Because I don't know if they're insecure or if it's self-hate or what, because if you're a dark skin, then your sister's a dark skin, your brother's dark skin, your mom is dark skin, your grandma's dark skin. Everyone in your family is most likely darker skin. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't understand how somebody who you want to be your partner, who you want to date, or someone you want to spend the rest of your life with has to be lighter skin. It's like you're almost trying to break the dark skin cycle. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why can't personality traits be part of your preference? Like it's always physical when it comes to men. Like, I don't understand. Like, some men are like, they have to be thick, small waist, baddie, this and that. It's like they want so much. They have this whole list, but they don't even go to the gym. And when I say that they have beer bellies, pot bellies. I don't know, like, the body is not bodying. Like, you're giving mediocre at best, yet you want your woman to have all this thing on the like, drag me, I don't care. You have to be real with yourself. If you're not a 10, don't go out looking for a 10, because you want to have it even, right? Okay, if you're a 9, then okay, you want to look for a 10, but like, don't go over your limit like that. Like, if you're a 5, what are you talking about the 10 for? Stay with the 5, 6s or lower, because girl, you have to give what you want to get, because it's not fair in the sense that you want all these qualities and characteristics, but you're not willing to put in the work on yourself, okay? If you wouldn't want to date yourself as a woman, then what are we talking about? Because you're out of the league. You're not even in the league. You're not qualified. It's like, get yourself together and then go look for your mate, okay? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, why would you want someone higher than you as a man, like, who looks better than you, if you're not willing to do work on yourself? And that brings me to picky people. Like, I can't stand a picky person. Why are you so gung-ho, worked up about the physical appearance? Like, I know, you know, be realistic, blah, blah, blah. But the thing about me, let me tell you something about me, about Geneva K. when I see a guy that's good looking, I'm like, oh, he's good looking, and then I just move right on. You know why? Not because I have a boyfriend. It's just like, that doesn't make me want to talk to you. Looks alone won't get my attention. Looks alone doesn't intrigue me to have a conversation with you. Like, if we're in the same environment, like if we're working together and, you know, we spend a lot of time together, or for example, if you're my customer, wink wink, and I'm seeing you every day or seeing you every now and again, and we're having these good conversations and we have a connection, that's what, you know, seals the deal for me. Like the connection, the conversation, the things we have in common, that's what seals the deal, you know what I mean? So face doesn't matter to me, and I don't want to sound cliche, like looks don't matter. Like, okay, some people, you know, they do, like looks do matter if that's what you're looking for, but don't make that the whole picture, because there's some beautiful people who are boring as hell. Girl, I've talked to the most good looking guys, boring, they don't do anything. They will text you talking about, what are you doing? Hey, like they don't have any substance. Like if that's what you want to go for, and I'm not saying all attractive people are dry and boring and have no substance. You have to be really lucky to find the full package. I'm just saying, don't just limit someone just to their looks, because you might, you know, be passing up a really good guy, even though he might not be a 10 or a 9 or even a 7. He might be just like a 5, but he's, you know, the best guy you could ever meet. So it's just like, you miss your blessings, you miss opportunities, you miss special potential connections over looks or over pickiness. Like they could have everything, but one thing, oh, they're high, oh, they're a bit chubby, oh, they have a big nose, like just superficial things that don't really matter. It's kind of like you're gonna miss out on a whole person just because they don't tick every box on your list. And that's what I can't deal with. I can't deal with that. Let me send a message to black men. Let me tell you something. We don't have a problem when you date outside your race. When you date Asian women, white women, Latino women, we don't have a problem. We don't care. Black women, we don't care. You know what I mean? The problem starts when you start shitting on your own race to uplift the other races you classify as superior. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put down black women just because you want to date an Asian woman. Don't put down black women just because you want to date a Latino woman. Don't put down black women just because you want to date a white woman, a white girl. Like, don't put us down, because we have nothing to do with that. Most of the time, they can't name the reason why they have this so-called preference. They'll just shit on black women and the qualities that they think they have. Like, they'll say, oh, I don't date black girls, I date Asian girls now because black girls are loud, they're rude, they're dismissive. It's like, where was the is that meant to be the compliment for the Asian girl? Is that meant to be the compliment for the white woman? Where is their compliment? Like, we're asking why you date outside your race, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like, if it was to be brought up, we're asking, and you're giving out an insult to black women as your answer? Like, how does that work? How does you dating a white girl have to do with black women? Like, just tell us why you like the white girl, you know what I mean? Like, just tell us, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Be for real. Like, black women didn't drive you to date outside your race. That's not the real reason. You, like, if you had bad experience with a certain type of race, you might not be so eager to try it again. But it's like, not every person is bad. Some races, you know, every race has a bad apple, every race has a couple bad eggs, you know what I mean? So don't just write off an entire race, even your own race, you know, to lift other races up. Like, I don't understand. Just because you have 5 bad experiences with black girls doesn't mean all black girls are loud, all black girls are this, all black girls are... Nah, you got it all wrong. You haven't met all black girls in the world, okay? There's like 8 billion people in this world. You've only met 5, and you're just putting a stereotype out there and just dismissing black girls in general just because of your bad experiences. Like, I don't understand. That's not really smart. That's kind of ignorant. And like I said, this is to black men, black women, any, you know, white men, anything. Don't put down your race. Only reason I'm talking about this because I see it a lot, you know? Like, I feel like sometimes it's a trend to hate on black women. People always say protect black women, but when it's time to protect them, it wasn't really any protecting. For example, Megan Thee Stallion, okay? Like, when it comes to actually protect black women, protecting is not there. It really isn't. Like, For example, Lauren London, when Nipsey Hussle passed away and Kodak was talking about dating her, blah, 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 no one came to her defense. People only came to Nipsey's defense. And it's so funny because he's not even around anymore. Like, they defended a dead man over a girl that's alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were just defending the fact that she was Nipsey Hussle's girl, and it was like, don't disrespect Nipsey, don't disrespect Nipsey. But it's like, what about Lauren? Like, where was the man standing up for her type of vibe? You know what I mean? That phrase, every time I hear it, it's like so played out because it never really happened. It's just something cool to say, or something, ooh, you know, see, we do support you because hashtag protect black women. No, when it's really down for it, you don't see men rallying around black women when it's time to, you know, when we really need their help. The thing about me is I don't have a race preference because I don't really believe in that either. Like, I'm really open. Like, I'll date any race. My boyfriend is white. Like, I'll date any race. You know what I mean? Like, even the guys I've talked to, they've been different races. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I care about the person inside. And I know I sound phony. I'm like, oh my God, she doesn't care about looks. She doesn't care about race. Like, I don't know. Like, I think growing older, because maybe in high school, I will admit in high school, I cared about that stuff. Like, ooh, talking to the hottest guy, and then showing my friends, you know, when your friend asks you, oh, who are you talking to? And then, you know, you want to show them a pic, and you want the pic to look nice, and you want your friends to think that, oh, your guy looks good. You know what I mean? And it's just, I kind of grew out of that mentality because, like, I'm the one dating the person, and most of the time, the people I was talking to was kind of dry. Even though they look good, they weren't giving any real connection, conversation. So it's just like, I kind of had a realization, why am I doing all this? Just so my friends can say that he looks good or he looks hot. It's just like, what's the point if I'm not really gonna have a good connection with this person? You know, it's all worthless at the end of the day. So as I got older, I grew out of that superficial looks type of thing. Like, I really didn't care anymore. That's what I love most about myself, is that I don't judge people based on how they look, what religion they are, how they dress. Like I don't even care about style. Like, I've had some friends who are like, oh, they have to dress like this and da-da-da-da. I just don't care. Like, my boyfriend is so simple. He'll either be in his, like, suits or, like, business casual attire, or, like, on the weekends he'll be in his, like, shorts and then jumper. Like, he doesn't really care about clothes like that. And it's funny because I'm all about fashion and how I look. You know what I mean? It's really funny because I care about how I look. I always tell them this. I only care about how I look. I do not care about how you look. Like, I don't know if that's mean but that's just me. Like, I love to do my makeup. I love to, you know, dress up and look stylish and have my hair done. Like, I just love looking good. That's just what I like to do. That's one of my hobbies. But it may not be what he's interested in, but that's what I'm interested in. And I don't see a problem with that. You know what I mean? Like, people are into different things, and they might find each other, and that's what happened with me and my boo. The pickiest people be the one that don't give. I'm sorry. I mean, not all of them, but it's like, you're focusing on the most meaningless things. Like, everyone's gonna get wrinkles one day. Everyone's gonna sag. Everyone's just not gonna look as good as they did when they were younger. So it's like, So it's like you're focusing too much on how everybody else looks, but how do you look? Like, are you a 10 yourself? Like, that's why I'm always thinking, like, are you a 10 yourself? Like, are you what, you know, every man's dream is? Like, are you that? Like, are you a 10? Like, do you take care of yourself? What are your goals and dreams? Like, are you the shit? Like, that's the real question. Are you yourself the shit? Like, I mean, everyone has their own flaws and, you know, imperfections, but I'm just saying, like, are you that girl to be picking? No. Like, girl, the more picky you are, the more you're gonna end up alone. And of course, not everyone wants to be with someone or have a partner, but it's just like, I'm talking not just relationships, I'm talking about friendships too, honey. Like, girl, you gotta open your eyes. Girl, boy, open your eyes, because you're going to lose sight of what's really important in life. And not to go too deep, but I'm just saying, like, I just can't stand when people do that. It's like, is this what you're really focusing on? And I'm not saying settle, because no one wants to settle and just, like, you know, just be with that person just to be with that person. But it's like, is that what you really want, or are you just trying to flex, or are you just trying to make it like you're dating a good-looking person? It's like, girl, I just don't understand. Like, what do you really want, and how is it going to better your life in a positive way? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, literally, I just don't understand how people can just like look at someone and be like, nah, not my type. What is a type? What is an actual type? Like, what is a type? I don't understand. Like, in my head, I'm not like, oh yeah, I need a man with the small nose, you know, small eyes, you know, good jawline. Like, what? You're adding a jawline into your list. Like, I just don't get it. I don't. That's kind of like a childish mentality. Like, if you're still thinking of that, you just need to stop. Like, you need to stop. That is childish to like have all these things in your head, but you're really giving it to. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. You're not willing to work on yourself and your own goals, but you want somebody to already be there. It's unrealistic. You have to meet someone halfway and stay in your league, because child, these people be going out of their leagues. Like, girl, what's it giving? But you have to meet someone halfway. You don't meet someone and they're already perfect. Like, that's a you know, once in a lifetime opportunity. Even my boo, he's not perfect, I'm not perfect. Like, you meet, you grow together, you know, you figure out what you guys want, and if it matches up, and then you build on top of that and grow together. You don't just meet someone, they're already done. Look at Gucci and Keisha Kior. I don't know how to say her name, but literally, he was in jail, and I'm not saying ooh, date a man in jail, but he left her 2 million. She, you know, made that into her own, and then he came out and they're doing big. Like, they didn't meet when she met Gucci. He was fat, okay? Like, you gotta understand, you don't meet the perfect person. Now Gucci got the abs and the teeth, and he's taking care of her, doing his thing, and she's doing her thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think people see these Instagram relationships and just think, oh wow, it was perfect, you know, they have such good life, they're perfect. Social media in itself is a lot of pressure, you know, for people. They see relationships, they see celebrity living their best lives, but you don't know the behind the scenes. Like, you don't know stuff. Like, there was an article of Bella Hadid admitting that she cries every day and stuff like that. Like, some people go through real demons, even though they might be a celebrity and have all this stuff, and you might think their relationship goes, but you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like, you don't know how much they struggle to get to that point that they're in, or how much they're still struggling. You just see a couple photos and you're just like, oh my god, I want that. And I don't know, maybe that creates the picky mentality, but it's like, I really believe that everyone should like stop being picky, meet people halfway, and just see what goes on from there. You know, you can't meet the perfect person. I'm so sorry, nobody in this life is perfect, and you can't just leave someone off an imperfection or something like that. Like, because how would marriages work? Like, this is why some marriages don't work, because people aren't willing to go all along. You know what I mean? Like, for me, if I were to get married to someone, I would do my best to make it work. Unless they cheated, that's a different situation. But if they didn't, then I would try my all, because you don't just say, oh, I'm done. You know, you have to put in work at everything you do, whether it's a job, relationship. Everything in this life is not for free, honey. It's definitely not for free. So my whole message in this video is, skin color is not a preference. Black men do better, okay? Don't disrespect black women to lift up your exotic preferences, because it's not giving exotic, it's just giving regular, because ciao. Also, picky people, make sure you're a 10 before you start looking for a 10. Make sure everything is dangerous, okay? Make sure. I just believe everyone should stop being so shallow. Like, the only person's appearance you should care about is your own and your children, because you want them to look presentable and nice and cute. But other than that, focus on yourself. Worry about how you look. Worry about what you're giving. You know, think about what they would say about you. Think about what you've done with your life so far. Think about what you're doing at this moment. Just think real hard about that. Please do. Please do. Let's get a round of applause for the makeup. Okay, the makeup is giving on. Usually I'll tell me and my best friend will talk, and you know, we talk about everything, And then that's when I get my ideas from, you know, like the conversations we have. I'm like, ooh, maybe that could be a video, you know? So most of the time, she already knows I'm talking about my video, but she's just like, girl, I've seen this before. It's giving deja vu. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a big fat like. Comment down below what you think of this video and your opinions on preferences and picky people, because girl, if you made this far, you already know mine. But leave me a like for this makeup, just a lot. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.